Hey Boujee Babes, welcome back to another video. First of all, we are in the comfort of my lovely home because as we all know, it's adjusted level 4 and it's encouraged to stay at home. So please guys, obey and listen to Uncle Cyril because we're trying to finna be outside. But be that as it may, on this video, we're gonna be getting real. Since your girl can't travel, I figured, let me just get deep and really open up and be transparent with you guys. So if you guys remember firstly, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a topic about blended families, and this is what I said. I actually want to read it verbatim in terms of what I said. I said, I see a lot of mommy advice from new moms and moms overall, which is so beautiful. I really enjoy the content. I, however, would love to share a different perspective and talk about being a stepmom, dating or marrying a guy with a kid or kids, and how that impacts you as the non-parent. I struggled so much to navigate around this since I am in this very situation, being with a guy with a kid. Case in point, my guest, Shoni, my baby, my boo. And I said, I asked, am I following the right people or was the topic frowned upon? So I did a question box, asked a lot of people, but I figured before I share other people's experiences, I wanted to talk about myself, child. So let's get into this video and really get in touch with, or in tune with, blended families. And this is a 3-part series, and the first one I'm really going to talk about is my own personal experience with my boo. So let's get into this video. So like I said, today's topic, we're getting really real and just also getting into my own personal life a little bit and talking about blended families. I, for one, am, I guess, in a blended family because I am with a dude, with the child, which is something I promise you, I never planned, I never expected, I didn't see this one coming, but because my baby, my boo, sweep me off my feet, we had to do the thing. So, Shoni, welcome to my channel, boo.
Thank you.
Be yourself, please.
Okay, I'm good, thank you, love.
Yeah, so basically, we talk about this all the time. Like, this is just our lives. So I really wanted to share it with, I guess, my viewers and really people that check out my channel and my people on IG, for us to talk about like our situation and just how we are as a couple and as parents. Ooh, guys, I'm a whole mother as parents. But I think let's just dive into how the dynamics of how we did it. Like, firstly, with how you introduced me to your daughter, because I think let's start from the beginning and why you chose to introduce me to her in the way that you did.
Okay, let's start here. The reason why I took long actually to introduce you is because of my previous relationships and stuff. So I decided not to just introduce you from the word go. So I just decided to chill a bit until I get to know you and until I'm comfortable with you. And then, I think after that, it got better and I don't want to say trust, but yeah.
No, but I also
because with my past experience, I mean, with a previous person I was with, I thought this was it. And I introduced my child and then it didn't happen. Now, I was afraid of that. That's why I took so long to introduce you.
But I also think when you say took long, you must also provide context because we've been together for 2 years.
That's long for me. that's long for me.
No, but it's not bad. Like, because we were together for 2 years. Yeah. I think the first jet was just about me and you. So I never met Banola at all. Yes. Yeah. And where did I meet her again? Because it was very informal.
It was at a birthday party, remember? We went to my mom's house.
Oh yeah, yes. So okay. Woo, guys, let me tell you. Firstly, I actually think I appreciated the way I met her because there were a lot of people there as opposed to just being the 3 of us. Because I think I would have been like,
yeah, I don't want to make it awkward for you.
Yeah. So it was Princess B's birthday party and she was sharing it with her cousin, and then your mom was hosting and there was like a birthday party, and that's basically where I met her. She already knew who I was, kind of, sort of, because Shoni like posts on WhatsApp stories and IG. Is she on Instagram? She's not on Instagram now. Also context, just so that everybody's just in tune and on cue. Princess B is 11.
11, turning 12.
Turning 12 this year. So we are entering the tweens phase. Like we're entering the tricky phase where the moods and the I don't want to hang out, I don't want to talk to you guys phase. That's where we are. So I met her when she had turned 11. It was her birthday party, and there were other people there. So I think it was actually a great setting because it wasn't awkward. It was like a party. We were celebrating her. I brought a gift, which I think she really appreciated, and I think I appreciate that because we spoke about this. Like when we were dating, I obviously knew you were with child because I was eyeing you a couple of years ago. So I knew you. But I think when we spoke about it, it was that thing of like. I also wasn't ready to meet her because I was like, what if now?
Remember what you said to me?
What did I say?
You don't want to do it with a child.
No, but
what happened to that?
No, but apart from that, babe, I can't we move past that.
Yeah,
I think
but
the point that I was.
You must be clear. You must be clear to the guys.
Yeah, they know. But I think what we spoke about was I was nervous to meet her because I didn't want her to look at me as, oh, there goes my dad's other girlfriend again. Like.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to introduce you. After we just started dating, that's why I had to take time and just understand you and see if you'd be the right parent for my daughter as well. Imagine if you didn't like kids and now I introduce you to my child.
Yeah, no, but it was fine. Like, do you think we're fine? We're fine, right?
No, you guys are good. You guys are good now.
Yeah.
You're actually getting along better than me and her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, Princess B doesn't live with us yet. We're actually currently making plans to incorporate that. And that was my idea. Give me props. That was my idea. So she doesn't live with us yet, but she visits and she's got her own room. And let's get into the challenges because I don't want to talk about like it's been great. Because in all honesty, why I wanted to introduce this topic is because it's still very new for me. I mean, I met her on her birthday last year and then COVID happened and lockdown. My mom was really sick. So I hadn't seen her all the way until, I guess, March when she started sleeping over. And we started hanging out with her and it was just, but for me, the reason why I really wanted to introduce this topic is because I wasn't sure how to go about raising her as her bonus mom. Because she does have a mom and I wasn't sure, especially because our encounters aren't as frequent. I don't see her every day.
Remember you met the mom.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the drama of that, please. But just to highlight why I wanted to introduce this topic is because I'm still navigating my way and I know that a lot of people are struggling with trying to figure out how to discipline their kids, how to, the financial challenges that couples experience, especially when you don't personally have given birth to a child and you're entering into a relationship with a guy or a female with a child. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys and also really get a different perspective from you guys in the comments and just the engagement with this channel. And I guess with part 2 and 3, we'll discuss it further. But to get into how I met your baby mama, please explain. Oh, well, firstly, because this is a very sensitive topic and we must be very mindful of the people involved and we have to be very respectful. I met your baby mama in a very unconventional setting because we met in a club. Good times, como nothing. And it was actually really great. Like we got along, né? We actually had a very respectful interaction. She's great. I think she thinks I'm great. And it was cool.
Until?
I don't know.
Until the friends came along.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't her though. Yeah. So basically with Hloni's baby mama, we met, everything was great. Like we honestly hit it off. But her friends didn't particularly like me. And they kind of verbally attacked my
So they still not over me.
So yeah, I guess they still have some form of attachment to Hloni, which is fine. And what I appreciated about your baby moms is that she reached out to me and she apologized about her friends' actions and behaviors on their behalf, which I was really cool with because it just shows that we are wanting to be one and work together. And yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, you guys are cool in terms of your relationship, but I think in terms of how you raise Princess B, you guys have your own issues that have nothing to do with me, I think. Do you agree?
I disagree. I'll tell you why.
I don't involve myself in your guys' drama.
No, besides the drama and everything, we don't have like the bad drama.
Yeah, it's not like bad drama, yeah.
It's just how I believe in raising her, and then she's got her own beliefs as well. But when it comes to you disciplining her, I think you're still a little bit scared.
Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, that has nothing to do with your baby mama though. That's just me raising. Yes, okay, we can also, because that's where I think I need guidance. Like I am struggling with raising, or rather disciplining her, because I want her to like me, and I think she does like me.
You know, that's the problem. I always tell you, I'm a parent. I don't need to be liked. I set the rules. She must follow the rules, and they're not unfair rules. So you wanted to like you, and then you're not going to be. For me, I don't think you'll be setting a good example if you're going to be wanting to be liked all the time.
Okay, let's give us a lot.
Does that make sense?
No, it does, and it's not realistic, and I agree. And I'll give an example. We took her and a friend of hers to Spur, I think last month before pre-lockdown. And okay, context. Whenever she comes, it's always great. It's always fun. We have movie nights. It's just always the three of us. So for the first time, we wanted to take her to Bounce, and then they wanted to go for lunch at Spur. So I said to her, come with your friend, right? Now, I don't know what was going on with the girl on the day, but she was not feeling us. Like she was being bougie. She was just being hella bougie on us. She was moody. She didn't want to talk to us. She didn't want to bounce. She didn't I don't know if she didn't want to do anything. And I don't know if it's because her friend was there.
Trust me, if I was alone, I was going to tell her she must be happy.
Yeah, I don't know if her friend was there.
Go bounce and be happy.
Yeah, I don't know if her friend was there, and it was because she wanted to show off and show out like to her friend towards me, or what. But like she was not feeling me at all. She was not feeling us. She didn't want to bounce. She didn't want to eat. She didn't want to order food. She was just being a little brat that day. She was being a little brat, and I don't know. I felt very insecure after, I guess, the hangout. I felt insecure because I was like, did I do something? Like I felt like inadequate. Like I felt like if she was my child, I was gonna like probably slap the shit out of her, but
Remember,
I couldn't.
They always play with your emotions. So if you're going to be too emotional about everything, you'll go crazy.
But anyway, so that's really, I think, what we like. Yeah, like those are probably some of the few challenges. Also because she's getting older. Sometimes when we call on the phone, she doesn't want to talk to us on the phone, which I think we've tried to, or rather, you reprimanded her, and I reprimanded you to reprimand her because you also spoil her a lot.
But you could have done it yourself.
No, I know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But I think with us, where we clash in terms of raising her, is that you spoil her too much, and I'm always shouting at you about that.
But you know, a lot of us that come with kids, we always face the same problem where we don't want to be the middleman. You with me, and you're going to be the stepmother, or you are a stepmother now.
Okay, people don't like the stepmother term. I also don't like it.
I don't know your cool terms.
I'm the bonus mom.
The cool terms that you guys use.
Yeah.
I'm still old school. Stepmother. I'm still old school. But anyway, I don't like being the middleman. If you want to do something with her. Don't involve me. Sometimes I don't want to be involved. I've got my own things.
Yeah, but babe, you have to navigate me and assist me through it. Like you can't just firstly, now we chat on WhatsApp. So I think that's where we have now are starting to have our own independent relationship away from you. But it doesn't, we still haven't, because we don't see each other every day and we don't hang out all the time. There's there's still that element of when we see each other, it's like awkward for like the first 3 minutes, and then it's like, hey girl, and then we get into it. You know what I mean? I think we navigate raising her relatively okay, besides the fights that you and I have here and there, because I feel like you spoil her too much. Financially, I think that's where we are currently having a bit, it's not a challenge. I think we still need to navigate and figure that one out. Because you do your own thing. I'm not involved in your guys' stuff. You pay for her school fees, you pay for her driver, you pay for everything. I'm just okay.
Because you've never said anything. Honestly.
No, but you've never involved me. You've never involved me.
But how am I going to, if we can do all the other stuff together, and why should I invite you on this?
Which is 70% of the time.
Are you waiting for me to invite you, or you want to be involved?
I don't know, and I think that's what we still are discussing.
If we have to plan a trip now, you'll be 120% involved. Why should I involve you in the other stuff? You should come in and say, okay, this is what I want to do.
Can I be spilling real ass tea right now? Because we had actually never really talked about this topic.
Yes, you're the one that just...
We actually never really divulged into how we're supposed to navigate.
Okay, so can we go on, or should we save it for later?
I think let's save it for later. But no, but that's the point. Like, I get you. Like, and I think this is the
Yeah.
relevance of us talking about this, is just to try and figure it out, because that's really what we're doing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Like, sometimes I'm like, should I ask this man? Like,
It's not like I know. It's the first time I'm doing this as well.
no, it's not. You've been raising her for 11 years.
Yes.
So it's not
But
the first
everything,
time.
it's the first time. This is my first child. I don't have any other kids. So everything that I'm doing now, I'm still learning as I go. Because remember, it's different for me as well. It's not like I come from a family where I've got both parents.
Okay, true, yeah.
You know?
Whereas I do, or I
Yes.
did, yeah.
I didn't have both parents. So what I'm doing as a father figure to her, it's something that I didn't see it anyway. Everything that I've learned it from watching it from TV, from the radio, wherever, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like we had the greatest role model outside. I grew up in a hood where it was just nonsense, but
Yeah.
we won't go there.
Yeah.
So with what I'm doing right now, I'm trying. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but I'm just doing my best.
Yeah.
You know, you coming from a family where you had a dad and your mom, it'll actually help even more. You know, things will get better because
Yeah.
you've seen how they do it,
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be done. Whereas just my mom and me,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and I think it's right.
And you're doing a really good job, baby.
Thank you. So I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
And I think that, like, with just briefly and just closing this topic about finances, I think for me it's also because I'm a planner, and because I like knowing what I'm doing with my money, when and whatever. And because for me, I've always had this mentality of, she has a mom. Like, she has a mom. Like, I'm her bonus mom, but like, she has a mom who has a job. She has a dad who has a job. Surely you guys should, as her biological parents, should figure it out. And I think that's why sometimes I'm like sitting on the bench, like, surely they'll ask me, like, or you will have this conversation. And I think because she doesn't live with us yet, the whole thing of like, the clothes stuff that's fine, that's always easy. But like, her living in the same space as us, eventually taking her to school, you know, like, okay, it's COVID now, but like, when at school they have, you know, extramural activities, paying for things like we haven't really been involved in things like that as such yet. Essentially, guys, as you can see, we're still trying to figure a lot of things out. We're still trying to, and we're still discussing a lot of things. There's still some uncomfortable conversations that we personally haven't had, that we literally just had for the first time on camera. Legit. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, chat, and make sure that you get your friends to tune in. Send over your questions in the comments below. Let's engage, let's talk. This is an ever-ending topic, and we can honestly learn so much from each other.